We're here. We're at the finale. This episode of House of the Dragon was good. It was definitely better than that last episode. That last episode was probably the worst episode this season. But I still feel like episode 8 is the best episode this season. Just throwing that out there. But we're here to talk about episode 10. And episode 10 was a solid one. So let's cut out all the extra unimportant things and let's jump into what's really important. Aemond, all right? What happened with Aemond in this episode, man? I feel bad for his situation. Yeah, you know what? He shouldn't have gone chasing Lucerys like that on the dragon. He pushed it a bit too far. But yo, how they showcased Vhagar was awesome. When Lucerys came riding on his puny little dragon, and you look off into the distance, it's storming, okay? You look off, it pans off, and you look off into the distance, and you see this giant figure, right? The neck lifts up. I'm like, what is this? At first, I didn't even recognize it as a dragon. I'm thinking like this is some whole new other giant monster. Like that dragon is massive, okay? So Lucerys walks in, right? He's supposed to deliver this letter to the Lord, you know, making sure, like, you know, you promised King Viserys that you will stand by his pick as heir, Rhaenyra, right? But Aemond was already there. So Aemond is like, I need repayment for my eye, and he takes off his eye patch, and it's like a blue stone of an eye. And the Lord's like, yeah, we're not having this in here. Get out of here. We're not doing this right here because, you know, there's an altercation about to happen. So Aemond is like going off on this kid, and I'm like, here's the thing. What is the age difference between these two? With all these time skips and all the changing of the actors, I don't know the age difference because I don't remember the age difference being that great when they were fighting as kids. But now Aemond looks like a full-grown adult and Lucerys looks like a little kid. So it throws things off. But anyways, so Lucerys is flying off on his dragon. He runs out of there and Aemond pursues. And he's, you see just the visuals of this giant dragon in the storm. Lucerys is like looking back, making sure that Aemond is not following him. And then you see Vhagar you see the shadow just in the clouds. And he swoops down and like there's having this whole on dogfight in the air. Well, not a full on dogfight, right? Aemond is just playing with the kid. He's just playing with him. He's saying, you know what, I need what's owed to me. I need the eye. I need your eye, right? He's just messing with them. He's already said that it was a fair trade, right? He lost the eye, but now he's got the best of the best dragon. So I know he's not really meaning what he's saying. He's just messing around. He's just playing with the kid. But things get a bit out of hand. Lucerys' dragon blasts Vhagar in the face with some fire, and Vhagar's like, yeah, we're not having any of this. He chases Lucerys' dragon down and chomps him to bits. And one bite, just bam! And dude, Lucerys is dead. His dragon is broken into pieces. You see pieces like falling, the tail, the wings. And I tried looking. Lucerys is nowhere. Like, he's pulverized or he's in Vhagar's mouth. And Aemond is like, holy cow, what am I going to do now? I'm in trouble. That's it. Daemon is coming after him now. That's it. I was wishing, as you've seen in one of my previous episodes reviews, I was wishing for a Daemon and Aemond spin-off show with Daemon as his mentor. Like, those two, Aemond is literally a Daemon 2.0, but now it's over. My hopes and dreams are broken. They're gone. Aemond is going to get killed. Daemon is going to whoop his butt. That's it. It's over. Daemon is going to come in there and just destroy him. Okay, that's it. My dreams are done. All right, so moving on. Let's rewind a bit now. So Rhaenyra and Daemon get the news that King Viserys passed away, and they're obviously really sad. And Daemon again shows that he is caring about his brother. He wants to know like how it happened. Maybe it's not so much him caring about his brother. He's more suspicious of Alicent and her father, right? Did they kill the king? He wants to know because they have installed Aegon as king. So now it's like, all right, you're right. You know what? They're going against what my brother said. We're all at war right now. This is it. They're going down. We have how many? We have like 17 dragons. All our kids have dragons. We have dragons in the chambers. We got wild dragons running around. You know what? This is it. What dragons do they have? Just like 3? You know what? We're going to destroy them. All right, it's done. But Rhaenyra's like, I don't know about all that. You know, I remember the stories my father told me. And when we go all out war with dragons, there's nothing left. I don't want to rule a kingdom of ash. And she has a point. She has a point there. But Daemon immediately, he gets the people together, the King's Guard, everybody, to try and come up with a plan to go and attack King's Landing because he is pissed off right now. And in the meantime, Rhaenyra is giving birth. You can tell she's nowhere near due. This is going to be a premature baby. But for some reason, she doesn't want any help. She doesn't want any help from any of the nurses. She's sitting over there on the floor crying in pain. And she gives birth to the baby and the baby's dead. They show the funeral for the baby. The music for that whole occasion was really nice. But I don't understand why Rhaenys was smiling during the funeral. I don't like Rhaenys. For some reason, I don't like her. Maybe it's because of the last episode, and it's tied in with my disappointment in the last episode. So that moment, they crown Rhaenyra queen, and they decide to go off and muster all their allies, the Starks and whatnot. And that's when they send off Luke and Jace. And we already went over what happened with Luke, so I'm not going to reiterate. That kid had one eventful death. But I guess we'll find out what happened with Jace in the next episode because we didn't really see how that went down. But yeah, man, that was the episode. Oh, there was one scene that I didn't mention that I feel like was really important. Rhaenyra mentions to Daemon about the Song of Ice and Fire. She assumed that he already knew because he's the king's brother. But he didn't know. That makes complete sense to the viewer because Viserys said that this is passed down from heir to heir to heir. And Daemon is not an heir to the throne, so he never got the knowledge. He never got the memo. But Rhaenys looking at Daemon, still, yeah, that's her husband, but that's also her uncle. Viserys and Daemon are brothers. So the power dynamic between Rhaenyra and Daemon is really interesting. Now Rhaenyra is the queen, and Daemon's her husband. So in one aspect, you're husband and wife. So you're sort of on equal footing, right? I guess you could say in this day and age, the husband is ruling over the wife. But now she's queen, so she rules over everybody. But then again, he's her uncle. Throughout her entire childhood, she was always looked up to him. And you see that. She can't really step over him. He literally chokes her out in this scene, and she doesn't do anything. Because that dynamic between the two, it's really interesting. But anyways, so he doesn't know about the Song of Ice and Fire, and she just found out at this moment that wow, my father really viewed me as the heir. He really only told me about this. So I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, man, that was the episode. It was a solid episode, not better than episode 8 for me, but it was definitely a good episode. Not a lot of things happened, like big eventful things happened besides Lucerys getting chomped, but it's setting up for this war. Also, the Greens have their own logo now. They have a green three-headed dragon. They're going full on, man. I wonder how Aegon is going to feel when he finds out that Daemon and Rhaenyra are going to come after him. That's going to be interesting. And I'm sure we're going to see some showdown between Aemond and Daemon. I'm not... I don't know how about... I don't know how I feel about that, man. I mean, Daemon is going to wipe Aemond. And that's going to break my heart. But yeah, man, that's the episode. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.